Chris Shandeck, CYInterview, covering Las Vegas and the world. If you haven't already, please hit the like button below, and please hit the subscribe button below to keep up with everything we have going on here at CYInterview in Las Vegas and beyond. It'd be great. We appreciate it. Today we revisit a CYInterview with one of the most famous, if not the most famous, UFC ring girls, Arianny Celeste. Here is our CYInterview with Arianny Celeste right now.
You're on CYInterview.
This is Chris Shandeck for CYInterview. We are here today with the one, the only, the Arianny Celeste. Thank you so much for being here today. How are you? Welcome back home.
Thank you so much. I'm doing really well. Super busy this weekend, but it's always hectic, but it's always fun. So I'm happy and I'm grateful to be here.
Well, I want to start by just saying to you one quick thing. What does this week mean to you? You know, you've been in MMA since 2006, and this is like a Super Bowl week now, so you must be amazing to see how the sport continues to grow.
Yes, it's always fun. It's always exciting. This is the weekend that I really get to connect with my fans. I have posters, I have T-shirts, so I really I try to give them something that they didn't have before. I would have had my calendars, but they didn't print in time. So it's all about the fans this weekend. It's all, I mean, obviously UFC is here and they put on such a good show for the fans, and we're able to really connect and do a lot of events that have to do with like just having fun with our fans. So.
Well, with your continued rise to fame, you have now, as I like to say, got into the entrepreneur spirit. So tell me about girlfriendbox.com.
So Girlfriend Box is a gift-giving service that I started with my friend, and it's basically everything that you need, whether you're in the doghouse with your girlfriend or whether you just want to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. This is the one-stop shop where you go to get her a gift, whether it's for her birthday or anniversary or whatnot. We are gift giving done easy, so you don't have to think about it. You can schedule it. We have it ready for whenever you want it shipped, and we take care of all the hard part.
So looking back on this incredible journey that you've been on and the continued brand recognition that you have built for yourself, have you ever just sat back and said to yourself, really, what makes a good ring card girl?
You know, I think I think I'm way more than a ring card girl, and I like to think of myself of way more than that. I think it's just thinking outside of the box. Like, what do I really like? I really am driven just by being my own boss and being independent and knowing that I do have, you know, some women that do look up to me, and I came from nothing. So for me to kind of have as much as I do, you know, I'm just so thankful, and I hopefully want to inspire girls who want to be like me to, like, you know what, ring card girl, like, that's great, that's amazing, that's all about, you know, how you look in your body and your physique, but to have something past that is pretty cool. So I feel really good about it.
You've obviously absolutely expanded upon those horizons. Through that recognition and beyond that, then my next question would be, how do you sum up the journey so far?
The journey is a never-ending hustle and always growing, always learning, always trying to keep myself together because I am human at the end of the day. And, you know, I have things that I go through, breakups, and drama with family, drama with friends. So it's all about just being mentally and physically healthy. Like, obviously, on the outside, I'm physically healthy, but mentally and everything, emotionally, keeping it together. For this many years, I'm kind of proud of myself for that.
Speaking of that, I was going to ask you, what have you learned?
I learned not to give in to, like, people who are discouraging and negative and mean, especially on the internet, because it could be really hurtful. And if you really look into that kind of stuff, the trolls and the mean people, it could really affect you. So I just learned to ignore it and just put out positive energy, as much positive energy as possible. I feel like when you're positive, even it's almost like a reminder. When you're positive to other people, it's a reminder to yourself, like, hey, you got this, you can do this, you just keep going, you know. So as I encourage others, and I feel like that's what, like, my social media is about, I'm encouraging myself.
Yeah, when I was talking with Olivia Newton-John recently, we were talking about her viewpoint is always to look at things like in an outgoing, positive way. But what I say to you is obviously with your continued growing fans and notoriety, you have to say, well, not everyone's going to like me, and because I've got more attention, obviously there's going to be more negativity, but the amount of positivity is amazing too.
Yes, the amount of positivity is really great. I have a lot of beautiful fans and positive people in my life, so.
What do you want your fans to most know about you that they don't?
I think, like, I never thought I was going to be in this entertainment business like I was. I always played everything by the book, and I was actually, like, super shy. So, for me to come out of my shell and be in this kind of industry that's kind of, like, in your face all the time, it just goes to show, like, you can really do anything. If you enjoy it, like, go for it. I never thought I would be in this industry, but I am, and I'm really loving it, and it's been a very positive outsource of everything else in my life. So
I think the thing I would most wonder when I was thinking about all of the years that I wanted to talk with you, and I've got a few more for you, then I'll let you go, is, how do I say this? When did you know that you could be greater than, or bigger than, or better than?
It was never like I'm better than or bigger than. It's like, okay, I've been giving this opportunity with this huge company. I'm doing well, but how am I going to do even better? What can I do to take this to the next level? Okay, I got to move to LA. Okay, I'm going to take acting lessons. I'm going to take hosting lessons. I'm going to be more than just this Octagon girl, this ring girl. I'm going to start my own merchandise line because I have fans, and I'm sure my fans would want. So I started my calendar, I started my t-shirts, I started all these things that were once just like a tiny little dream. So to do that, it takes courage, and it just takes like being like, okay, like take a risk. You got this.
You really do have a passion for singing. I'd love for you to tell me about that.
I'm a singer. I've been a singer like my whole life. I have a very musical family, a bunch of singers, a bunch of dancers, entertainers, and singing is my passion. It's what fuels my soul. So, I love to sing, and I'm not really focused on that right now because of my business, but, it's just my happy place.
Finally, I was really surprised. You're from here.
I'm born and raised here, yeah. I've been in LA for 9 years now, but this is my home, and every time I come home, it feels like home, and I get to see all my friends that I've been friends with for years and years and that I grew up with, so it's a really nice, warm welcome every time I come home.
Arianny Celeste, thank you so very much for finally being on CYInterview. It's so great to finally speak to you. In closing, anything you want to add or mention or anything at all?
Just be on the lookout. I'm launching my calendar in a few weeks on ariannyceleste.com. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, your sisters, check out girlfriendbox.com. And follow me at Arianny Celeste.
On Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter.
Yes.
Any others did I miss?
That's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For CYInterview, I'm Chris Yandek.